let's play some Monster Train together. Let us start out with the daily challenge. Today's daily challenge is interesting. Well, I almost always say that. Early lead. Start with improved firebox and lost luggage, so we will have a hell of a first turn. We have Wand of Cure Light Wounds. Fun fact, I named that mutator back in beta. No, I think that one was added later. Anyways, we beta testers also suggested a bunch of new mutators and stuff, and this was mine. It had a slightly different effect, but yeah, enough of that. This one just restores 5 health to all units after combat, and Pain Train enemy units enter with spikes 1. We are playing traditional Remnant, supported by traditional Umbra. Two clans which have been somewhat synergistic because of Umbra's ability to generate cheaply small units that you can use to trigger harvest by throwing them in front of the enemy. Scores look pretty much the same as usual, although some of these completion times are quite fast. Let's jump in and see what this is all about. Okay, we start with a Votivary, 2 Hello Drippings and 2 Perils of Production. Are up against Seraph the Diligent, Fell and Scorch Fell and Armor Tellers. So we will be facing a bit more Scorches than usual. Our champion is obviously Rectal Flicker. Harvest could be a thing here. Let's see what else. Extinguish triggers an additional time. We already have a Votivary. Yes. Winged Steel Hellspanner's Rationing Scales. Hellspanners makes a lot of sense with Votivary. Yeah, let's do it. It makes a lot of sense with these clans in general. Harvest or Burn Bright. Both are probably enough to deal with bosses. Harvest scales defense very well, so we can stand up to later waves with high shard counts. That could certainly be a thing. I'm gonna go with Accumulator. I feel like Burn Bright has lost quite a bit of its appeal. Just pure stats are not gonna win your fights anymore. Still, very, very good for the early game and useful in general, but not quite as good as it used to be. Do we set up on the bottom floor? This guy has Slay. We could still just put 3 drags in front of Rector. That would be just 20 damage. That is not all that great. We could get 37 damage by using the drags in the back. Perils of Production gets us the kill on the Apprentice of Light. That might be worth. In fact, I do think it is worth. Hmm? 10, 19, 28. Oh, you're a buffed one. You heal 10 health. No? What am I counting? 25? Alright. Right, we are a little bit off. My bad. Do we want to keep these around? I don't think so. Second wave, probably. Still a little short, huh? That's another 6 damage, 42. That won't quite get us the kill. But because this guy dies anyways, I might as well... How did that get us the kill? Weren't we more than 6 damage off? Wand of Cure Light Wounds! That's what's making the difference here. I forgot how that works. And I just realized we don't have any more Dregs in the deck. I was assuming there would be 5 Dregs in the deck, but of course not. 11, so we would need another 11. We can get that with the Votivery. And then we take damage to the Trusted Priest. We take 5 damage, but we get the bottom floor boss kill. I think this fight is actually pretty hard to optimize. Except we don't... I feel like I have played this fight before. Yep. And I remember getting the Morsel Excavators, which are useless against the enemy spikes. And there is no way to get the kill here on the bottom floor. Because all of these units will just die against the spikes, so we can't jump block with them, and the rage is not gonna give us enough damage to actually get the kill. Even with the harvest triggers, it will be slightly short. No! No! Fine. I'll take it. Nice. We got it. But that fight felt very familiar. I must have had a very similar one to this one in the past. Molded Whiplash, Hallowed Drippings. I'm just thinking about if there are any infinite possibilities with the Votivery with Wax or Snuffer. If we play the Votivery, then kill it for free, draw into another Votivery and a kill spell, we could have an infinite. And with Lost Luggage, Improved Firebox, we could potentially pull that off on turn 1 if we kept our deck relatively small. But we would need a kill spell that costs 0. And then we are very slow in terms of scaling. Meanwhile, I will take a Molded. Will I take a Space Prism here? Pack Mouses perhaps? Yeah, I will take a Space Prism. Legion of Wax. I wish Votivery had the Essence Extinguished draw one. That would have been amazing on Legion of Wax. Why would we not take Legion of Wax here? Do I hard go for the infinite? Even though it might not work out? Isn't that just too slow of an infinite? It is the most powerful infinite you can get in terms of scoring with the blade. But yeah. It's too slow for my taste. We go with Legion of Wax shenanigans. Let's see if we can find a fun essence for it. Does multi-strike, no burnout in here though. +10 and lifesteal 5. That's not really what we want on the Legion. Do we want any of these units for their intended purposes? Probably not. I feel like we do pick up the multi-strike. Reroll, try again. Endless Legion. That is probably not good enough. Kinda want a large stone. Where are other options for upgrades? There is one here. And one there. I think we can go like this. Keep things running. We'll have to see. I'm glad I picked up the molded. Well, I guess that's the benefit of not having a large stone. The rage doesn't actually make a difference. We do have targeted reforms, so it doesn't really matter if these units come in our way. Get in our way, rather. No, that's not true. We need the space for the Legion once we reform it. And there is our reform. Maybe we don't play it yet. I mean, we have to either draw into the molded again or draw into the Legion again. So either way will end with us having to redraw a specific card. Let's get these out of the deck. We won't need them in this fight. Yeah, because I didn't leave room for the Legion, we now take damage. That was a pretty stupid mistake. Because obviously I knew that the Legion was in the deck. We still set up this floor. And then use the Legion on the top floor. It would look a lot like this. Votivary is extra draw for the next turn. And now the middle floor is free, so if I draw back into the molded, I can just keep going. Top floor is clean. Very nice. Kill that Disciple Foot Soldier here. Morsels don't get eaten here, so we don't really want to summon them. I do want to keep the twins around. And we should have the necessary power to deal with this wave pretty easily. Although all these small wax thingies die to the spikes, but Rector grows huge from all of them, so that's nice. Molded Dripfall, yep. Space Prism again, yep. Toggle unit essences. +15, +30 and burnout 3. That makes it... that is too much burnout. I'm gonna skip again. We can find something better. Winged Technology and Winged Indulgence. Which bad winged relic do we want? I mean, don't get me wrong, Winged Technology is great, but not in this run. So I go with the Indulgence. That one is not so great. Well, we can't Alloyed Construct the Legion. So I guess here... we have some options here. We don't have the option of using the True Stone. Maybe I should have picked up a damage spell just in case we found Extreme or True Stone. Let's cost reduce a molded with the Value Stone. And I guess I will use this opportunity. Well, I could give the Votivary Burnout too. A funny thing would also be giving the Legion of Wax to the Votivary. Not that it would be good right now, but it would be interesting. The copies of Twin of Wax wouldn't be upgraded, but it would just create a lot of them. And with Endless it's pretty easy to play, but that will be the case anyways. We put that in a drag actually. Because the drags are units we actually want to use. So the stat buff on them matters a lot more. The Historian. One Horn's Tome? No. Unnamed Tome can help with the Scorch units that we are about to face in the upcoming boss battles. Talos. Nice, we have the Space Prism in our opening hand again. You will kill a Legion and a Twin. That is not a problem. Yes, these guys will kill a lot of my units, but that doesn't really matter. You have Slag in armor 25. This drag actually survives the hit, so we can put those down here. Do we want to keep these around? Not really. Okay, Rubble Morsels, we can eat them for extra energy next turn. Probably won't need the extra space on this floor. Right now, at least we don't. That is actually a Slay right now. And putting a Votivary here doesn't change the effect. But it's still better because we actually get to strike with the Legion of Wax twice. This floor does burn out. Eventually we might need the extra capacity on the bottom floor just so we can play the Twin of Wax out earlier. Top floor should not burn out yet. We can also place down a Votivary here. To get extra harvests. This is a good way to get rid of some Train Stewards. This is slightly too large. We don't quite have the capacity to fit the Legion here. I guess it goes on the middle floor then. Vetiver probably belongs on the bottom. Might as well start feeding some morsels to the Legion, even though this morsel will die to the Disciple. Might as well get them the kill. Right now you kill the Vetiver, you kill the Twin, and you guys kill 3 modes. That leaves 1 mode alive, so that as soon as this Legion of Wax dies, we have enough space on the bottom floor to bring back the Legion. That means I don't want to play that draft. Right, we don't have the Legion dead yet, but that is a problem that's gonna be fixed in just a moment. Oh yeah, you have 7 attack and sweep, huh? Well, that just means that this is a good opportunity to get us some more harvest triggers. We can have the drag out now as well. And even the Vetiver. Just get all the harvest triggers here. Might as well eat the morsel for extra energy next turn. And this is the boss time. We have a super stacked Rector. But why not put a Legion of Wax here as well? I could have Silence tell us Slay Trigger, but as you can see, it didn't really matter. I only just noticed that now, because I noticed that her Slay Trigger was gone. But yeah, that one, interestingly, goes away. That one goes away in Relentless. Do we want Hallowed Halls? Or do we want Blazing Bolts? It might seem obvious, but there are a few arguments to be made here for one or the other. If we want to use Hallowed Halls effectively with the Legion of Wax, then we kind of have to make sure that no more than... Well, it depends on what we have on the floor. If we have twins on the floor, Hallowed Halls won't do anything, right? It will reform 1 unit, I believe. It's probably still pretty good. Wickless Baron. That does sound pretty interesting in theory. I guess we'll get some harvest triggers with the Legion itself. But it just means that all the twins and modes will get pretty buff after. Just a little bit. We won't draw not quite as much because we have the Lost Luggage and we will be drawing through our first cycle very quickly. And that's what really matters. Because after that we got most of our units out, Hello Drippings might be out, Space Prisms will be out, Unnamed Tome will either be consumed or in our hand, so the draw is less important here. I don't think we have energy problems at all with the Hell's banners, but more capacity can sometimes help us set up things, especially if we don't draw Space Prism on turn 1, or if we do go for a large stone on the Legion. Next up, I wouldn't mind getting some removals. I feel like our game plan is pretty sound. And Legion of Wax doesn't need a ton of extra help. But getting that large stone or possibly just like 10 attack could make a pretty big difference. And this is the only time I can really afford to go for unit upgrades. Here there is no options, and here the left path is just too strong. Unless we end up with less gold than I think we do. But we'll see about that. There is the large stone. Now I'm glad I took capacity. And now I want removals even more. Or we get an intrinsic upgrade. Again, a true stone that I can't use. I don't like that. What would a twin stone even go on? Perils? Space Prism? Perils means we can get up to 5 energy with it. It will kind of need holdover to be good. And like, it's not really anything that we care about particularly. Molded? There is a use case for that. But I think I put it on Space Prism instead. You can have some stats. We will probably keep that one around. And let's make the important pact. Weakless Baron goes into Legion of Wax. More harvest. We don't need the reform coming from Rector. We have our own reform going. Will this strike should be good. We have our Legion of Wax in hand guaranteed. So it shouldn't cause any issues. The only downside here is that we are limited in capacity on the bottom floor. So we can put Rector Flicker down there. Should be fine, however. Do want Votivary to die this turn. So we send her into the spikes. Get 2 draws. So that we have a higher chance of finding a Molder next turn. I think Rector is on the top floor this time. That was the wrong floor to play this on. I hope that doesn't cause any issues. And on the middle floor we can just have 1 drag. So we did get the reform, but we still didn't get a Space Prism. Both of them in the bottom 6 cards of our deck. Oh right, and the Legion didn't die yet. That's a thing. Oh yeah, you hit for a lot, huh? The Legion will die next turn, but I won't have a reform. I have Hallowed Halls. That is actually all I need. Yes, I will kill my Rector Flicker with it. No, I don't care. We can feed that to Legion, so we use it on the top floor. Let's consume this, we don't need it. That gives us 6 damage and him 10 armor, so nope. Not gonna happen. Let's silence your in-camp before we... Space Prism, Space Prism, Space Prism. Votivary Hallowed Halls. Sure. That is all we need. Let's get the Train Steward into the dead pool as well. The only thing we really have to watch out for now is our Legion burning out at the wrong time or anything like that. Bottom floor Legion having Harvest is pretty good. Look at them Harvest triggers going off. I think this is just more than enough to kill the boss. Like, we don't really need to do anything here. Although, of course, we can do some stuff. Top floor gets cleared out. Yeah. Not even close. Should have played the Hello Tolls on the middle floor to see how it would work out. I will take a faulty loader. Maybe I shouldn't have. I will take a subsuming blade. Finally a damage spell. And none of these. Although prism retrieval could be okay. I don't really feel like we need it at all. I kind of want to go to the right, save our money for the Merchant of Trinkets. And that's what I will do. Melting Spout doesn't matter for us because we don't have any tombs. Let's take Vapor Funnel. That might save us a health point or two. Exploding Candle, Guild Marker, and Golden Vault. Golden Vault is just a free, you don't take damage for the rest of the fight. But I think we don't need it and we can go for the more potentially powerful option. Oh dear. That is now an insane Legion. But what about this and duping it? No. I think we just go with the largest Legion. The largest Legion of Wax we can find. We can still build the Infinite if we want. It should in theory be possible, we just need more removals after that. But we can't generate infinite gold because we don't have a gold harvester, Wickless Tycoon. And we don't need the other Wickless Baron. I think we just go for the other Legion of Wax. I think we just go for the strongest card in the deck. They can pull pretty much any situation around. Mark of Invasion. That is not a problem because we have actually the slight. It can be a slight problem. We might want to set up our Legion on the top floor. And actually get a kill here with the Subsuming Blade. This Legion will take forever to die. How do we kill our own Legion? We kinda need a plan for that. I think we have to take a different approach actually. I think the Legion has to be on the bottom floor. And we use something like this for the top floor. Maybe a morsel? That won't do. That won't quite do. In that case, now it will do. Do we silence these guys? Does that matter? It matters a little. Hey! We can kill the Legion. Just checking if that causes any problems with the top floor. We have room for a Votivary and 2 Train Stewards on the top, so we can always do things there. Ah, it doesn't reform anything. I guess that makes sense. It's already overstacked. Guess we have to use these units that I don't really want to use. But you know what? I will, because I want that collector. Oh, you don't actually kill this morsel. That is bad. Shouldn't cause any problems though. Because we have the power of hallowed halls on our side. Morsel is back. And we want Votivary to die to the spikes. And I guess we use the big drag on that top floor as well. And the bottom floor is just like... yeah. You shall not pass. You will never ever pass again. That is not actually a morsel I want to play. But it doesn't matter because we win on the bottom floor anyways. Let's replace these with the new Legion. And a Train Steward, why not? Yeah, you don't even get to kill a single twin of Wax here. What a weak boss. The rest of the melted would be insane energy. Like absolutely crazy amounts of energy. I'm just gonna take it, even though I have no idea what to do with it. Trample? Do we ever need that? Cannibalize is another way to kill our units, but Hallowed Halls does it so much better. Kindle, I think that's a bit too much energy then. Yeah, let's take a look at some relics. No, no, no. Yes. No, no. And I feel like Train Stewards are bad and Shade Splitters are bad. I feel like Shade Splitters are actually the worst cards here. They provide literally no benefit to us at the moment. We can always use these Train Stewards to upgrade our Drags. We finally have a target for the Piercing Stone, even though that is not a good target for it. Unnamed Torwood Spellchain isn't bad. Gets you a second use of it. Let's see. There's another Divine Temple here. So I have one more chance of sacrificing a unit. At worst, we sacrifice a single Train Steward to upgrade our final drag. So we remove the final Train Steward, so we don't have to deal with that. Spell upgrades really don't matter in this run because we have basically infinite energy anyways. Ah, hallowed halls in our opening hand. How nice. How good. Except that I now have to kill my Rector Flicker. That's actually good. Oh, right. They don't come back. I forgot about that. Well, it wasn't actually good, but it didn't actually matter either. So, yay. The other floors have exactly enough space for the Legion, which we are almost certainly gonna reform next turn. We definitely play the Votivary. Legion can be on any floor. So we can have Train Stewards on one of them, as long as we don't extend their burnout. 3 damage against the statue. Yeah, I think Rector Flicker just doesn't matter anymore at all. Keep building up the Subsuming Blade because we can, and that is a lot of fell damage. These guys are gonna burn out. You will die to spike, so we can actually reform. No, we can't because we don't have reform in the deck. Yeah. That's fine. That is 8 energy right now. Oh, we can do better than that. Do we want to keep these around? Actually, splitting them is more damage, right? There's our next reform. Happy to see it. We could use it on the bottom floor to get more damage in against Fel. Just kill all of these. That is so much extra damage. It's actually not that much extra damage. These things are smaller than I expected. Yeah, it makes sense. Does make a lot of sense. Top floor setup. Looks like the flying kill is gonna be more difficult than I thought. I guess I know what the problem is. I think we should do things a little bit differently. I think what we should do differently is we have Rector Flicker on the bottom still. Make space for the Legion of Wax, but actually play the first Legion of Wax on a different floor. That should have been the top, right? It should definitely have been the top. Uh-oh. There we go. That delays the kill on the first Absolver, but after that it should be fine. because that's a free 260 against Fel right there. The next Legion is gonna be on the bottom floor, so we can play these out. Don't want to increase their burnout timer. We just burn this. Yeah, I should definitely focus on getting a flying kill this this fight. Now, do I immediately go for the Hallowed Halls here? Shouldn't have played these tracks actually. I would have sped up this thing quite a bit. But yes, I think I do go for the Hallowed Halls. We don't have space for the Ragdoll Flicker, sadly. For the Legion. But everything on this floor dies, so there will be space. But no reform this turn. That's the problem. Do we want to keep these? Yeah, that's kind of maximum damage we can have on the bottom floor. Why did I create this morsel? Well, it shouldn't matter. We have the extra space on that floor. And then we go for the kill next turn. That's the plan, at least. We need this Hallowed Halls actually to get enough power onto the middle floor to get the kill there. That's all. Like, this train is just filled to the brim with wax guys. I should have played the Hallowed Halls first. That was necessary to get a kill this turn. Now I don't have room to play 2 units, so I can't get the energy. I will take my 1 turn slower kill here. We will get the flying kill on Fel still, so it's good enough. This will be a very, very quick Divinity kill, I think. We don't need any of this stuff anymore. Maybe still Hersel's compound. No, I think we just keep going with capacity, just to make things a little bit easier to set up. But it's not. It's really not. It's only just the Legion of Wax that matters. Yes, resin block is huge. Yes, I will take a strength stone on my Legion of Wax, thank you. That is also pretty big. We're getting everything I want from this. Intrinsic on the... Is it a Space Prism anymore? Or is it a Hallowed Halls? I think it's a Hallowed Halls, right? And then Spell Chain, I don't really like it. But we gotta put it somewhere, right? The other space prism? Sure. Final pact. Trains the Ordnance to drag again. Just get that train steward out of the deck. I think we want burnout on our Rector Flicker now. We are generating a lot of money, but money can be used for scores, so we don't want to waste it. This will probably be a top floor setup with hellot halls to kill all of the enemies there. Not just that, it will be double hellot halls. We played the hellot halls on the top, get rid of this, and we played hellot halls again on the bottom to get the Legion going there. Vector can just be here with basically infinite burnout for now. You have stealth, I don't like that. That one doesn't die, and that is fine. Top floor is already taken care of. We need the extra space in the middle floor. But that is still not quite enough. We are missing one capacity here. So we keep the Legion of Wax in the dead pool. There will be the other space prism, so we can safely play out this. I should play the Memory of the Melted. I have nothing that is worth using it on. This gives us room for a Votivary and a Legion of Wax. Bottom floor is fine, everything gets killed. I think we play a hellot halls on the top floor to maximize the power there. And then we can just basically end turn and just put a new Legion on the bottom floor to make sure that we have something for the boss. Our Legion did not burn out yet. That is not actually a problem. We just have to play it next turn. Yep, that's actually the perfect time to play it. Well, almost. But I have to play it now because we can't guarantee that we will have another chance otherwise. And our floors are now very, very filled. So there's nothing we can really do. Well, we can play hellot halls. We already win on the bottom floor, so let's hellot halls the top floor for money. Crushing Demise. Not necessary. Not necessary. We never found a use for the Memories of the Melted. I think it's removals now. What can we really do to boost boss kill? Speed, nothing really. Sinner Salve, I guess. Not like we can use Lightstone Casing or get any benefit out of check strips, really. Don't think I want Cheater's Hand. And I certainly don't want any of these. We don't have room for unit upgrades, really, that matter, at least. So it's just removals at this point. We get the final Shade Splitter out of the deck. And probably a Perils. The Memories at least consumes. We are gonna get close to the money cap anyways. But I feel like we just don't need to buy any removals. We might not quite get to the money cap even with our crazy engine. Okay. Our target is Seraph. So we should try to optimize around killing him. That means he has stealth. We never saw a resin removal, or did we? I'm pretty sure I would have taken that if we ever saw one. Let's deal with consume a little better than that. Actually, I think our first Legion goes on the bottom. Yeah, that would make sense. Rector on the top, together with the 2 capacity increases. Split this. And reform it. Put Legion on the top with Burnout. It's only stealth 6, but I don't think we are gonna quite be strong enough to get a kill in the remaining 2 turns? 1 turn? It's just 1 turn that we have. You wanna keep these around? I don't think so. I think we just burn this. Let's increase the capacity on this floor. And that's it, right? We burn this because we still haven't found a use for it. Do we want to get these into their final form? Not yet. Don't think we are quite there yet. Let these things brew a little. Top floor can use a new one. Top floor kind of needs a new one. Sure. I shouldn't have consumed that particular card, but it's like... Does it matter? No. Now we really don't need the hallowed halls on the bottom floor anymore. We use that just to trigger the consume. Now can we use hallowed halls to make more gold? Certainly. So let's do that. Because I still can't really see us getting a flying kill, we would need to get the kill next turn. Our best chance would be splitting this Legion twice. That would result in about 7 times 150. That would... 7 times 300 actually. That is actually quite close, but I don't think we can quite get the difference between quite close and actually getting the kill. But let's see what we can do. Yeah, about 1,600. $1,800. We couldn't have gotten 750 more damage. Maybe taking just a little fewer pack shards might have gotten us there. 1 stealth less on Seraph. That is something I maybe should have considered. We're just gonna gather a bit of gold here. And I guess here as well. The gold is not a huge part of the score, but it's certainly significant. Now I think we want to focus our damage on the top floor. This is a pretty good start. Oh man, is this a good start? Oh, this is great. We get these ready. Reform the Legion of Wax. Put it on the next floor. Kill it. Reform the Legion of Wax. Put those space prisms here. Put Rector Flicker there. Increase his burnout and put a Legion of Wax up there as well. That's over 1,000 damage on the first turn. And once these guys split, it's only gonna become more and more. Sadly, we can't make this Legion of Wax split this turn. Removing one of these guys is probably the best way to get extra damage on the Last Divinity. With a bit of luck, we might be able to get the kill this turn. That's not quite enough luck. Because this Legion of Wax will not split on its own. So... silence the harvest, just in case that makes a difference for our damage here. We are very close to getting the kill here. 87 damage off. Now it's just maximizing money. Kill as many units off that wouldn't otherwise die as possible. .48 damage, just slightly shy of killing This combat doesn't even happen, right? It does not. 6-turn boss rush? I was hoping for something better. I thought we would speed through that fight. But despite our very strong start, maybe I should have switched things around and had the top split earlier. And had the bottom be the Rector and the unsplit Legion. Maybe that would have been faster. 77.3. It's an okay score. We have seen better. But it will make it on the top 10. That's for sure. Yeah, this was a pretty simple run. We had Legion of Wax. We had Hallowed Halls. That is all we needed. The Moldeds helped. With the setup especially. Space Prism helped with the early game. But yeah, that was pretty much just Legion of Wax with Wax or Snuffer and later on with Resin Block going crazy. And yeah, Weightless Baron is a pretty decent, not super exciting, but pretty decent addition to the Legion of Wax. That was fun. I haven't had a really awesome Legion of Wax run in quite a while. Let's take a look at Justice Potatoes deck. It's Legion of Wax with double multi-strike, extinguish, and attack. They got Pilestone Housing, nice. Didn't get the Behemoth Stone. Looking at where the Pilestone Housing is, it is very possible that it was on the opposite side of the Behemoth Stone, so you could never get both upgrades. I think so, at least. Reform on Rector Flicker. Hallowed Halls with Spell Chain, huh? Interesting. I should have considered that. Much lower shard count, which led to an early kill on Seraph and an earlier kill on Divinity. I would probably have been better off with just like 15-20 less shards, giving me one more Seraph, one more turn for damage on Seraph, and thus one turn faster kill, and as well as a one turn faster Last Divinity kill. It could have made the difference of like giving us another 1,500 points, I would say. Let's take a look at the Alice deck. Legion of Wax, same set as mine, but Lady of the House was the upgrade. I don't like that quite as much, but it's definitely clear that Alice was faster here than I was. Early fell kill, really early fell kill, nice. Even early Talos kill, wow. That is something. Umbra Stone and Memento Mori. Ah, that probably helped. One Hornstone, I guess. But doesn't work with Legion of Wax, like the splits don't get the benefit. Maybe it was used on Rectal Flicker, that's just another 145 damage from that. That is not that exciting. Intrinsic Spell Chain makes sense. Yeah, Wicklash would have been good, I guess. Scale up the Legion of Wax a bit early. Especially if you put, instead of Value Stone, put Intrinsic on it. So you can use the Firebox mana to play it. And get the 20 damage on Legion of Wax right from the start. That would certainly have made a difference. Anyways. Legion of Wax is always fun. It's pretty much the first card that really made me fall in love with this game. Like, I liked it before, but when I did Legion of Wax shenanigans, and really got like into the whole sacrifice, reform, endless shenanigans that the Remnant can do, especially with the Legion of Wax, that's when I really fell in love with the game.